Hello and good night. Welcome to another bedtime story. This story is meant to help you sleep or to relax your mind. Try and find a comfortable place, such as your bed or a soft chair. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes now. Try and let go of the day as we begin our tale. Tonight's story is The Humble Fisherboy. Once upon a time, in a quiet village settled along the banks of the great Gambia river, a boy named Lamin lived with his mother. His father, a great fisherman, had passed away, leaving only his old fishing net and a few stories about the secrets of the river. Every day, Lamin watched the older fishermen cast their nets and return with baskets full of fish. But no matter how hard he tried, his own net always came up empty. "Be patient, my son," his mother would say. "The river rewards those who learn its ways." But patience was difficult when hunger gnawed at his belly. One hot afternoon, after another unsuccessful morning of fishing, Lamin wandered further down the river, away from the other fishermen. He sat beneath a large baobab tree and stared at his empty net. "I'll never be a great fisherman like my father," he muttered. Just as he was about to turn back, he noticed something struggling in a shallow pool near the riverbank. It was a fish, but not just any fish. It shimmered like molten gold, its scales glinting under the sun. Lamin's heart raced. Such a fish could make him rich. He reached for it eagerly, but as soon as his hands touched the water, the fish spoke. "Please, kind boy, let me go," it pleaded. "I am no ordinary fish. If you spare me, I will reward you." Lamin hesitated. A talking fish? He had heard stories of magical creatures in the river, but he never thought they were real. Still, something in the fish's eyes reminded him of his father's words. "The river rewards those who learn its ways." With a deep breath, he gently lifted the golden catfish and set it free in the deeper waters. "Thank you, young fisherman," the catfish said as it swam away. "Tonight, return to this spot, and you shall find your reward." That night, when the moon cast silver ripples across the river, Lamin returned to the place where he had released the golden catfish. He dipped his hand into the cool water, and suddenly, the river parted before him, revealing a hidden path made of smooth stones leading deep below the surface. Though he was scared because he couldn't swim, Lamin stepped onto the path, and, to his amazement, he could breathe as easily as if he were still on land. He walked past schools of glittering fish, waving water plants, and towering rocks carved with strange symbols. At the end of the path stood a grand palace made of pearl and coral, its walls glowing like the morning sun. Inside the palace, Lamin was led to a great hall where he met the River King, sat upon a throne of oyster shells, his long beard shimmering with pearls. "You have proven your kindness, young fisherman," the River King said, in a voice that echoed like the waves. "The fish you saved told me to expect you. However, to truly earn the river's blessing, you must complete a challenge." Lamin couldn't believe what he was seeing and hearing. He replied softly, "What must I do, Your Majesty?" The River King raised his hand, and a small fish with silver scales appeared in a bowl. This is the moonfish, the rarest fish in all the river. No one has ever caught it, for it is swifter than the current and cleverer than the fishermen who seek it. If you can catch it and bring it back to me before sunrise, I will grant you the wisdom of the river. Laman nodded. He had no idea how he would catch such a fish, but he would at least try. The moonfish darted out of the bowl and vanished into the river. Laman raced after it, casting his net, but the fish was too quick, slipping through the gaps like a sliver of light. For hours, he tried different tricks, but nothing worked. The sky above the river palace began to lighten, and panic started to fill Laman's chest. He didn't want to fail, but time was running out. Then he remembered something his father once told him. A clever fisherman does not chase the fish. He lets the fish come to him. Thinking quickly, he took off his red sash and tore it into tiny pieces, letting them float on the water. The moonfish, curious about the strange red scraps, slowed down to investigate. Laman cast his net, and before the moonfish could escape, it was trapped. His heart leaped with joy as he carefully carried it back to the River King's palace. The River King smiled as Laman placed the moonfish before him. You have done what no other fisherman has ever done before. You have proven not only your skill, but also your wisdom. He clapped his hands, and from the riverbed, a great pearl the size of a mango rose into his hands. Take this, young fisherman. Whenever you place it in the water, the fish will come to you. With this, you will catch all the fish your heart desires. Laman bowed deeply, thanking the River King. As soon as he stepped onto the stone path, the river carried him gently back to the shore, the pearl glowing in his hands. From that day forward, Laman became the most skilled fisherman in the village. No matter how dry the season or how empty the river seemed, whenever he placed the pearl in the water, fish swam to his nets in abundance. He never took more than he needed, however, and always shared his catch with those less fortunate, ensuring that no one had to go hungry. People often asked him how he managed to catch all those fishes, and some even whispered that it must be magic. But Laman always only smiled and said, "The river rewards those who learn its ways." And so, because of his kindness and cleverness, Laman became the greatest fisherman the Gambia had ever known. His skills became legendary, though he himself always stayed humble, and he and his mother lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you for listening to this bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed the tale tonight. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more audiobooks and tales to come. Until next time.